We are now at the 19 Mile Brook trailhead. It was just a shade under 3 mile walk. We got here and put on snowshoes. This part of the trail is pretty well packed. I can see somebody is bare booting it, but definitely gonna need snowshoes further up. And I just enjoy the solid feel of not slipping, and televators. So it's around, I think it's around 11:40. Making pretty good time. Somebody actually dropped a bike. I could see their trail occasionally as we were walking, and there's a bike here at the trailhead. I considered it. It's pretty cold though. I think it was like 12 degrees when we parked. So, all right, we're off. This should be smooth going. We're gonna take it up to the Carter Notch, right before the hut. We are up at the junction of Wildcat Ridge Trail, which is what we're gonna take to go up Wildcat Mountain, Peak A, 0.7 miles, quite steep this direction. 19 Mile Brook Trail continues down to the hut, down that way. You can pick up the Carter Mariah Trail before the hut if you want to stay on the Appalachian Trail and go over the Carters. We saw 3 groups of hikers today, all of them wearing snowshoes. One of them was hiker Ed, and another one was someone we've run into multiple times. And there were more people than that did the Wildcats today. Some of them went out over the Carters. So as you can see, it's super well packed, and yeah, we're wearing snowshoes and having a great time. It's been good. I think we're about 6.5 miles in and 3 hours. We're up at the Wildcat A viewpoint, looking over towards the Bald Faces, and then Carter Dome. Mount Height right behind that, South Carter and Middle Carter. And wow, something very snowy out in the distance, maybe Old Speck, I don't know. It's pretty far out there, can you see it? Yeah. And then over here, as we look down to Carter Notch, so the hut is kind of in this foreground area, and there's one of the ponds. Yeah. It's clear, but it's cold. Ooh. Okay, and the summit of A is right behind me in the trees here. Somebody broke out a little trail in there. There's no cairn obvious right now. All right, enjoy. We are now between Wildcat C and Wildcat D, which is, I can't see it on my screen, right there. And you get a couple little of these pop-outs looking over to the presidentials. There's Madison Adams right there. Mount Washington right in the center. Boot Spur. You get those views right before you have to go down something very, very steep. So this is the second one. I think that might be it. But yeah, it's nice and clear. We're up on the summit of Wildcat D. It is 3:40. And those clouds right there, they're super cool. It's sort of like undercast. Of course, beautiful view of Tuckerman Ravine and Huntington Ravine, Mount Washington. Looks like there's a cloud maybe coming in over Jefferson. There's Adams and Madison in the clear. And looking back this way to the Carters in the center. And then Carter Dome is kind of behind the tree in the center right there. Looking over towards Maine. We had better view just down around the corner. You could see in over over to Meter Ridge and all that stuff, the Royces. Okay, so now we're gonna head down the ski slope and hope they don't hassle us. I don't think they will. It's quite frigid. I don't know how many people are actually skiing right now. Right, so I think it's like a mile and a half, 1.8, something like that, down the ski slope.
2.3.
Is it really?
Well, there's a guy that has a measure of 2.3 on something.
I don't know. I mean, I'm over 8.4, I think, right now. Last time it was 10.4. Oh yeah. John's gonna get a reading. Okay, I'll come back and tell you how cold it is. We are up on Wildcat D still. John just did a reading. The ambient temperature is 2 degrees. The wind chill got down to -20, and the wind speed was 13. So it's a cold day. Okay, we're calling it good.